4.B.5 Successions. Al-Arath Walekulenjalna Mawaiyananma Tarakal Waledane Walakrabuna Waladina Apadat Imanukum Fatuhum Nasibahum Innallah kana ala kulli shay'in shahida. Waladina amanu min ba'du wa hajaru wa jahadu ma'akum faulaika minkum faulul arham ba'duhum awla ba'din fi kitabillah innallaha bikulli shay'in alim. للرجال نصيب مما ترك الوالدان والأقربون وللنساء نصيب مما ترك الوالدان والأقربون مما قال منه أو كثر نصيبا مفروضا. Surah 4, Ayat 33. To everyone we have appointed his heirs, literally those who take what one leaves, the father, the mother, and near relations, and those with whom you have made a settlement. The provisions concerning this class of heirs is connected to what's in the next verse. Give them their share, for God, all of you do is a witness. Now, one of the things that we need to look at is the abrogation. Well, not everything is in one verse, and you don't have, of a subject, and you don't have any contradictions in the Quran. You can follow what it says about this over here and this over there. When the Quran talks about abrogation, it talks about some of the rules of the ancient times, like perhaps that stuff in the Bible about not wearing mixed fabric and having to wear blue thread and all that stuff. Maybe that really was the rule for the Israelites. Just like the Quran says that the Sabbath day was more than just, sunset on Friday to sunset on Saturday for the Jews and the Christians. Surah 8, Ayat 75. Those who have believed afterwards have immigrated and who have fought with you. Those are your own folk, but blood relations are nearer of kin by the book of God. God all things does know. Surah 4, 8, 7. To men is due a share of what their father, their mother, and their kindred leave. To women is due a part of what their father, their mother, and their kindred leave, whether it be little or much. A determined portion is their due. Yusikumullahu fi awladikum lildakare mithlu hasil unzayin fa'in kunna nisa fawqa ithnatayn falahunna thulutha ma taraka wa in kanat wahidatan falaha nisfu wa bi'abawi لكل واحد منهما السدس مما ترك إن kanalahu waladun fa'in lam yakun lahu waladun wawarithahu abawahu faleumehi thuluthu fa'in kanalahu ekwatun faleumehi sudusu min ba'de wasiyatin yusibeha audainin abaukum wabnaukum la tarunayu akrabulakum naban faridatan menlain ala kanaliman hakima walakum nesfu matarakas wajukum in lam yakun lahunna waladun fan kanalahunna. Surah 4, 8, 11, and 12. When children come into the heritage of their father or mother, literally with respect to your children, God instructs you to assign to the male child a share equivalent to that of 2 girls if there be girls only, and more than 2, they will have 2/3 of the inheritance. If there be but 1, she will receive a half. The father and mother of the deceased will inherit a 1/6 of what he leaves. If he has left issue, if he has left no issue, and his father and mother be his sole heirs, the mother will receive a 1/3. But if he leave brothers and sisters, the mother will receive a 1/6 after payment of the bequests and of the debts. You know not which of your ancestors or offsprings are the most useful to you, such as the apportionment ordained by God. God is knowing and wise. You shall have what your wives leave if they die childless, or a 1/4 if they have. And it breaks off there. But let us remember that this is an advantage that the women have, getting half the inheritance, because the men are required to provide the needs of the women and children with their portion. And if a woman even provides for herself, that's considered as charity, or she can intend it that way, and it will be considered that way Islamically. Waladun valakumuru tarakna min ba'de wasiyatin yusina biha mimma taraktum in lam yakun lakum waladun fa'in kana lakum waladun falahunna thulutha mimma taraktum min ba'de wasiyatin tusuna biha aulainin wan kana randurun yuratu kalaladan awem bradun walahu akunau dun bale kure wahidin min masuru sufain kanu akthara min balika fahum shurakau fi thuluthi min ba'de wasiyatin yusibaha auridan ghaira mudarin wasiyatan min Allahi wallahu aliman halim. Issue after payment of the bequest and of the debts. Your wives shall have a 1/4 of what you leave if you die childless, and 1/8 if you have issue after payment of the bequest and of the debts. The brother and the sister on the mother's side, not specified in the text. Well, you see how when you list the rules for the females, you know the rules for the males, and the males, you know the rules for the females. of the deceased, man or woman, who dies without leaving either parents, grandparents, or issue will receive each a sixth. If there are more than two, they will share in a third after payment of the bequests and of debts. Bequest over and above the available third, which might be prejudicial to the heirs, are proscribed. Such is God's ordinance. God is knowing and wise. Okay, so there's without prejudice, if there's up to a third of stuff aired, willed. Yastavtunaka kolallahu yuvtikun viungalalate nalakalisa lahu walahu uktun Allahanespu madaraka narak wawayarethuha in lam yakunna walaru pankanatathnarine Palammaduluthane Mimmataraka Wankanu Ekwadan Rijalan Manisan Bakaremethu Hazeluthnine Yuyenullahu lakumanadelu wallahu bekureshinali. Okay, what was the word that I wasn't sure with the printing? I don't remember. Madaraka. What was it? Monarca. Nemataraka? Nematarik. Okay, Tarik. Waida hadaral tesmata urba walyatama walmasakinu varzuquhum minhu waqulan qawlan ma'rufa. Surah 4, 876. They will seek counsel from thee, say, God will give you the following instructions concerning the succession of a person who dies without leaving parents, grandparents, or issue. A sister of the man who dies childless will receive the half of the inheritance. If otherwise she died without progeny, her brother will inherit the lot. If there be two sisters, they will have 2/3 of what he leaves. If there are brothers and sisters, the male will have a share equivalent to that of 2 females. God gives you these directions lest you be mistaken. God, all things is know. Tadalu is put for la tadalu. Well, the commentator says it's obsolete, but again, still could be followed. And certainly it's the Islamic way. Surah 4, 8. 8. When parents who are not heirs, orphans, or poor folk are present at the division of the inheritance, give them something and speak to them amiable words. Not seeing that footnote.